Okay, beginning of day 47, just leaving the shelter. The plan today is to hike 5 miles out to 250, get picked up, resupply, go back up on Skyline Drive and hike another probably 3 miles to camp. So slept in the shelter last night. It did rain a couple of times. I don't know if it was a good decision or not. I slept okay. Kind of slept in a little bit this morning, and I'm getting on the trail about 9:30. So here we go. And to start out, we get a nice little stream with a waterfall. Somebody told me at the shelter that there are a number of streams to cross on the way out. So I guess I'm going to be doing a lot of stream crossing today. So no dearth of water in this section. Okay, this is one of today's water challenges. Actually, not too bad. There are enough rocks I can get through there, but this is one of the larger ones. I've crossed 3 or 4 others already this morning. So there's been a lot of rain lately, and all the streams are a little more exuberant than normal. So run into a trail maintainer.
All right.
So why do you do this?
Just, I like hiking, and, I go on these well-maintained trails, and, I figure somebody's got to keep them looking good. So,
yeah.
It's just a way of, doing something good.
Yeah. Well,
for
thank you.
People and for the environment and all that stuff.
Yeah, thank you so much for what you do.
Oh,
Do you have a trail name?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I probably should, but I have not hiked the AT, so I haven't gotten a name yet.
So are you part of the, what club that maintains this section? I forgot.
It's the Old Dominion out of Richmond.
Okay.
Old
Well,
Dominion
anyway.
AT Club.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This, I don't have a very well looked at channel, so maybe 200 people will see this anyway, but
What's it called?
It's called Gray Sun Hikes.
Gray Sun Hikes.
Yeah, it's all one word.
Okay.
So you can look me up if you want to, but anyway.
Sounds good.
Now, does this happen to be your son?
No.
Okay.
No. He's, did you see 2 other people up there?
I did. I met the chainsaw guy and the weed whacker person.
Yeah, he's her son.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, thank you guys so much for what you do. So it isn't often you see a chainsaw or a weed eater on the trail, but as you saw, those 2 guys weren't the chainsaw guys, but I met the chainsaw guy earlier. He was going to cut out a blowdown that I'd stepped over about 3 minutes earlier, and yesterday when I was up kind of on top of the mountain, I hear this noise. I'm like, what is that? And it was somebody else with a weed whacker just going through and kind of keeping the trail clear. I think part of it is to control poison ivy along the trail, but I think it's just to keep it clear because the weeds would grow up and take care of it. So these people come through on a regular basis and clean these trails up. It's a pretty amazing thing. The trails are kept up by volunteer clubs all up through the 2,200 miles. So you'll see, I think I put pictures on some of maybe of the signs that say this section is maintained by such and such a club. The Potomac Appalachian Trail Club, it's one I know, but that's not the one here. This was the Old Dominion Appalachian Trail Club. And so they come out and they hike and they keep the trail clear, and it's awesome. If you like hiking and you have time on your hands, great cause. You'll meet people, and you should get lots of thanks from through hikers, because without their work, this trail would be impassable. All right, continuing day 47. Mrs. Grayson here with me. She's dropped me back off at at 33, the midpoint of Shenandoahs. I'll be doing the northbound section of the Shenandoah starting off tonight. I've got 3 miles to go to camp, and it's hot and windy, but gonna keep on pressing on. I've got to climb up here and up over that, and then somewhere I'm gonna find a place to make a stealth camp tonight and camp in the hammock. So I'll keep taking you with me. Okay, day 47 wrap-up video. So Mrs. Grayson dropped me off at Shenandoah National Park at the 33 entrance. I hiked about 4 miles in, and I'm stealth camping. I just picked a campsite off the trail. Had a little bit of a bugaboo. There is a picnic area. Then the guidebook says that it had water, and when I got there, all the water was turned off. So that kind of threw a wrench in the works. I was going to get water there and then move on to find a stealth site, and it kind of threw me for a loop. I met some people down the trail. They gave me about 3/4 of a liter of water, and then as I hiked on, I found a little trickling spring on a side, like a fire road, that was just enough that I could scoop. I haven't used any of that water yet. I was carrying some, but when I do, I'll probably filter and treat that, just because it was a little sketch. But if I filter and treat it, it'd be okay. All in all, that makes about 9 miles for today, and considering that I had to do a transition and from one end of the park to the middle of the park and resupply, and did laundry, took a shower, shaved, ate a big meal. It was quite a quick turnaround. Got home about 1 o'clock. Got back in the car at 3:30 to come up and start hiking here. So tomorrow the hiking begins in earnest. Would love to knock this out in 4 days, but I'm afraid it's going to take 5. Anyway, that's the end of the day, and this might be a long video day, but the things you get into. So I had to be a little bit creative and ingenious in getting my water, and actually in hanging my hammock in this spot too. So anyway, maybe I can get some pictures and post up as well, the hammock hang. But that's a wrap up for day 47.